Good morning everyone, happy Monday and welcome to Hunky Dory Craft TV. We have a showstopper of a launch this morning. Before we get to it, my name is Natalie Eagleton. I'm going to be the host for this hour. Ooh, spooky little, I like that. Jess is in the production station. Good morning, Jess.
Good morning.
Are you feeling spooky?
I am a little bit.
Ooh. And over in the demonstration station, ready to craft up a storm, it's Becca.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Hi.
morning.
How are you?
I'm very well. We've got incredible dies.
We do.
We launched them yesterday on Hobby Maker and they were so popular. There's 2 die sets. It is a very cool collection of dies because they can be used in so many ways. But before we get to it, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. It's really nice this week. We are giving away our Art Deco Paradise Luxury Topper Collection. You've got 8 toppers included in here with 8 coordinating cardstocks and 8 coordinating foiled cardstock. Has the most beautiful vintage artwork throughout. 5 lucky winners. All we are asking is the world's largest firework display consists of how many fireworks? Ooh, good one.
Ooh.
Is it A, 810,940? Is it B, 250,780? Or is it C, 670,430? It's a lot of thousands.
It's many thousands, yeah.
It's the hundreds of thousands. But how many hundreds of thousands, people? Like, share and comment for your chance to win, because that is a really cool prize this week. And as always, we'll announce the winners on Friday. Okay, let's have a look at this incredible brand new Moonstone launch. How awesome are these card makes? There's honestly so much you can do with the die sets that we are bringing for you today. So first off, we're going to have a look at the Ultimate Collection. Now, the Ultimate Collection, you get both die sets included, starting off with your mountain and waves. So you're going to get both die sets. These dies are £19.99 each, so they should be $39.98. However, we are knocking you off £5 if you get the bundle today, where you get both of the dies included. So starting off with your mountains and waves, this one is stunning. You've got 10 dies included in here. And if we look at the dies this way round, you'll see that your dies have these wonderful different shapes on them. Now, we can use these in so many ways because we can use these as obviously how they're intended, as like mountains, hills, waves, roads, or you can just use them as a shape. So you can just use these as sort of edges for your cards to make some really fancy shapes, like some scallop shapes or a nice little wavy edged border. There's loads and loads of cool ways, and I love that you've got these little cutting dies as well that can cut out your trees and your houses. All of these dies have stitched edge detailing, and they have stitched edges on both sides so that you can use either side of the die, which means that you've got so many more dies to be able to use. So this is your first die set, and this is how they cut. So they are about 7 inches wide, so you can cut them straight into a 7-inch card blank if you want to make fancy edges, or of course you can create them in lots of different ways. So you can see you've got your straight edge, you've got sort of this nice wavy edge here with the sort of peak in the side there. You've got your waves or sort of your scallops if you use it the other way around. Again, you've got another really funky pattern here. Then you've got your large sort of hill section, and then you've got your 2 mountains, and then these are how your trees and your houses will all cut out on this set. So that is your first set, mountains and waves. £17.99 if you want that individually, or you can get it in part of our bundle. In your bundle, you're also gonna get your rainbows and clouds. Now there's 16 dies in this fantastic die set, and I think this is going to be the most popular one for the day. $19.99 if you want to get it by yourself, just $17.99 if you're a diamond member. That makes all of your dies just over £1 each if you're a diamond member. You've got the two amazing clouds. Again, these are cut in, so they're just going to cut sort of like into your designs, and then you can snip those away to the size that you desire. You've got your incredible 6 stars, all different sizes, so you can use these for super cool backgrounds with your stickables. You've got your moon, and then you've got the 7 arches of your rainbow. These all fit in perfectly together when you cut them out. An absolutely fantastic die set, and you can see here the difference of the cloud detailing that you've got. If we just turn it this way, so you can see these sort of like arch around the corners of your designs, but they are perfect to be cut into, to be able to just use partially, to use as and cut out the fronts of your cards, the backs of your cards, create apertures with these. It's going to look really beautiful as well, and all of the dies, which is absolutely incredible, have beautiful stitch detailing to them. So if you've got all of your duo stitch dies, they're going to work perfectly alongside these. So you can get the dies individually, £19.99, or you can buy the 2 sets, which is a total of 16 dies, for £34.98, which is £75 altogether. That comes down to just £31.48 if you are part of the Diamond Club, which I think is a really good deal for dies like this, because you're going to use them all the time. They work for so many different occasions. We've got this beautiful one here that Rachel made, turning 2 of those edges into shaker card elements with that glitter in there. This one's really cool because it uses both the gorgeous clouds, but then it also uses that strip die from your mountains and waves to create your rainbow in a completely different way. This is a really cute card that was created by Lisa. We love this one. I absolutely love the use of the glitter card in here, and the fact that the glitter card has been used on this piece here to give you that gorgeous ombre effect. It is truly, truly stunning. You can make some really cool abstract cards though. These are ones that Kat created, very sort of 80s with all the colour choices, with that big black bold background in there as well. Love this one.
Very cute.
It's really, really cool, using your sort of sanding to sand back the edges to give that white look to that fantastic cardstock as well. We've got some very moody cards as well, which I absolutely love, especially with all of the layering from all of those gorgeous scenes. Imagine if you've got a favourite sort of peak in the Lake District, you can be recreating scenes and images from them. This one was one of my favourites as well, by Debbie. I absolutely love the faux stitching on this, and the use of the denim paper as well is so clever with these dies. This one's really fun as well because it's just so sweet and simple. Donna made this one using a mix of Miri, shimmer card and craft card, just to emphasize that gorgeous white heart in the middle there. And this was one of my favorites as well. Kat created this one.
Oh, that's lovely.
I love how she's cut out the pieces and then layered them up in this way. It really is such a cool sort of artistic way, and again, another way to use these dies to build up scenes. We've got one with your incredible beautiful rainbows and clouds. I mean, this one really shows off how you can use that cloud design with your mylar to make masks, and then colour in your backgrounds to create beautiful scenes like this one. This one again, using your mountains with your mylar or maybe masking sheets to be able to create a really gorgeous sort of stamped image with your dies here. And then this one's super sweet as well.
Oh, look at
a
the
little
beach
trip
balls.
to the seaside. How cute is this one? Absolutely adorable. So make sure you are having a look on the website. You're looking at the brand new dies and you're putting them in your baskets, because you are not going to be disappointed. Bex, what one are you going to do first?
We're going to do the rainbow and clouds first.
Cute.
Just really nice, sweet and simple as is, and then we can delve further into some techniques as we get on with the show. Okay, so let's just have a little sneaky look. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off a few techniques. I'm just going to die cut, but we are going to make our card blank a little bit fancy. So what we've got is we've got a 6x6 card. And we're just going to open it out and we're simply going to place our die. I know it doesn't go all the way across. If you want to use a bigger card, you absolutely can do.
But the fact that the choice is there on the different sizes cards you can make is really fantastic,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I think so. You can definitely adapt them. And the plates will be big enough so this can just hang off. It'll be absolutely fine. So I'm going to get some trusty low-tack tape and we're just going to pop that in place. Just sort of where the score line is. Let's put it nice and sort of tight against there. And then we'll pop one more little piece at the end just because obviously, like I say, it is hanging off. So we'll pop that there. And then let's get that through the machine first of all, and then we can sort of see how much room we're left in, because again, we want to die cut the front as well as the back. But we want all our edges to be super fancy. So we're going to go in with all of the plates. We're going to put it on the bottom and we're just going to pop that through. Obviously my card is sticking out just a little bit, but we can sort that out. That's no problem. We can just kind of grab that before it finishes. So let's get the die cutting machine on. We're going to go with our trusty Gemini 2 and we're just going to run that through now.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us on Facebook and YouTube. Lots of people guessing the question to our Win It Weekly. It's a lot higher than I thought it would be actually. I imagine with that many fireworks you'd be stood there for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. It's a lot of fireworks. That's it, they do go, even if you've got thousands, like they go really quickly, don't they? You know, most, like if you go to like a display, they're sort of over in kind of 15-20 minutes, aren't they? They're not lots and lots of people guessing the higher one, which is surprising actually. Oh, it's yeah, just such an appropriate question for this week. Lots of people loving the dies as well. Jackie says, have these dies been released before? I remember seeing something like this. No, these are brand new die sets. We had a set of dies that had different shapes for sort of doing the edges of your cards, but we've never had something that had sort of like landscapes on them. And I don't think we've had rainbow ones before either. I don't know if we've had a rainbow die. They are absolutely brand new. Sheila is loving the dies. Oh, amazing. Jackie says, I hope Kat is feeling better. Kat's been in this morning. Yes. She's been in this morning bringing in some of her cards that she made last week before she was a bit poorly. So she is feeling loads better. Thank you for asking. Yeah, of course. And then we're just going to switch it round to the other side. And then we're going to cut, we're just going to cut that sort of here. Yeah, she looks really well now, doesn't she? Yeah, she's feeling loads better. Okay, so we're just going to cut that off as well. Let me move that trimmer out the way as well. Okay, so same again, we're just going to pop that on just like so and run that through. So we'll go this way and grab all of that detail and all of that dimension. Good morning to everyone on YouTube. There's loads of overseas viewers this morning, which we love to see. People in Australia, America. Good morning to everyone. We've got a question as well. Claire has asked, how do you stop your plates marking the rest of your cardstock? I would always make sure you are... yeah, you can see it's done it a little bit on this one. You'd probably want to use a shim over the top of it. Yeah, place in some extra cardstock, like a flat piece of cardstock or maybe some paper. So definitely do that, and I would also recommend making sure that you're using the right plates as well. Like with these dies, you don't necessarily have to use your metal sheet because obviously that's just going to add more pressure. So make sure you're using the right plates and add a little piece of cardstock it in, and that'll make sure that the markings on your plates don't sort of go onto the cardstock that you've got. Yeah, absolutely. So as you can see, like it does have those little bit of a marks, but this one that I sort of practiced, that I spent a bit more time on and kind of did the plates, you know, you won't pick up those marks. Obviously, like we've not got as much time in here and I've just literally banged it through with all the plates in. But yeah, if you want to make it with your card blanks, that extra piece of cardstock and not as many plates, it does really help. So we're just going to snip off everything that's hanging off the scoreline, and there's our really cute little cloud shaped card blank. So really, really pleased with that. So let's start dressing this up. We've obviously got to have our rainbow in with this one because it is just so nice, and we're kind of going to do it sort of in this style inspired by the packaging, and we are going to go with our colour block brights pad because
Isn't it just the perfect choice?
Yeah.
So as you can see, I've got my dies already laid out, just again to save a bit of time, and pretty much all I've done is just go around the pad. So easy. And what you want to do so that they will nestle together properly, they're not, I was talking to Stacey about this morning, they're not kind of nesting dies.
No.
So you need to do 1, 2, 3, 4 and alternate them in that sort of fashion. So that's what we've done for these. So we've obviously, like I say, just gone round the pad and picked some really nice rainbow shades. So we'll get those in as well. And yeah, I am going to take out that metal sheet because we don't really need that much pressure with this. I mean, these would be okay to just put in the medium machine, to be fair. So let's grab some of these now and we'll put...
Rachel on YouTube has jogged my memory as well. The dies that are similar to your mountains and waves were from Happy Town.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a blast from the past.
It is, isn't it? That's why I couldn't remember. It was our Happy Town. And we did a set where you could build sort of like scenes for your stamps to go onto. So I do apologise because we have done something quite similar. I don't think they are as big though. I remember those being on a smaller packaging. So these ones are a little bit larger and they will be different as well from those ones. Stacey always tries to make sure that the designs that she's chosen are different. But wow, I can't remember. I can't believe I don't remember those ones.
Yeah, they
must be at least 3 years ago now, if not 4.
I think so, yeah, definitely. And then we'll just get these last 2 in. Okay. Yeah, because I was originally thinking of, again, the wavy borders that have long since sold out. But again, you don't get the stitched edges on them and you don't get the same patterns.
No, I don't think the edging was on the ones that we did with that Happy Town either. And I love how well you can coordinate these dies with your duo stitch, whether you're using your circles, your squares, your fancier borders as well. They work so well together.
They really do, don't they? Okay, let's just pop this together now. I think as well I want one more like sort of cloud to pop on there, but we'll have a look. Okay,
can you trim it from one of the other ones you've done?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'd just, you know, just to put a layer on some foam pads. And again, just maybe, like I say, cover up a couple of these bumps that we've got going on. Just, you know, if you do find that, don't get disheartened and like you can always cover up little flaws like that. Okay, so let's pop this rainbow together. So we'll grab everything out of our, oh, that one's already come out. Here we go. We'll grab everything out of these little arches now. So we're just going to go in with my pokey tool with that one.
And I really like the stitch detail on these dies.
So sweet, isn't it?
Very, very cute.
Okay, and then next we've got green. Yeah, and I think if we do another layer with our clouds, I'll be able to stick that on really easily and hide any of those little workings. So we've got our pink one. I think that's our smallest one though, actually. And then yeah, we've got our purple, and then finally we've got this gorgeous like turquoisey blue. Okay,
super, super bright colours you've chosen for this one.
They are. I think it warranted this bright colour, and I knew that we had these on the show, so they were perfect. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is just sort of stick them at the bottom and then put a little layer of clouds over. Just super, super easy. We probably can go in with construction glue for that. You can obviously use your white glue or tape or whatever you want to. I'm just going to use construction glue just for that nice little bit of security and that little bit of wiggle time, and because I'm only just popping it on the bottom of here. Obviously once we start to get smaller in the layers, we'll probably find that we can put a little bit more on. It's just being a bit pesky. It's got a bit of air in this one. So I'm just going to just pop a little squeeze on these. Yeah, here we go, it's coming out now. And again, just on that bottom bit there, and we're going to just sort of stick it at a really nice sort of funky kind of angle. We'll just pop it there and then just keep going. Just basically rinse and repeat. Pop a bit on there.
You'll see how well they just like tuck into one another when you do this.
Just kind of nestle nice and snug, nice and sweet.
It's going to be such a good die set to have for lots of different fun occasions.
Yeah.
Maybe it's celebrating a new baby or a new house, a new job. Maybe it's a good luck card that you're wanting to send.
Absolutely.
The rainbow die, you could cut it out of your stickables, do backgrounds with it on your cards. There's so many great ways in which you can use this fantastic die set. Die cutting it from your mylar as well, and then you can ink through and sort of ink your rainbows onto your backgrounds.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. You know, just have a play with them. That's what they're for. They're tools that you can just experiment and, you know, just have a lot of fun with. And you know, you can just see how easily they're sort of building up now. So again, we'll just put our last sort of 2 on. Again, I know that there's just so much you can do with it. I love the glitter cards and the sort of metallic finishes.
They look really good, don't they?
Absolutely. It's a bit like with rainbows as well. It's kind of similar in Christmas. It's like experiment with those non-traditional colours.
Pastel rainbows.
Pastels.
They look really cute.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and if you've got your, you know, your prism mediums as well, that just again opens up a whole other host of possibilities. Okay, so we've got that in there now. So I want one more cloud, so we're just going to, in fact, we'll cut the one off from my practice so that we're not running through again. So we'll just cut this one off of here. And again, I'm just going to trim that down because we don't need it that thick. But again, that'll just allow us to hide all of those kind of workings. So let's go in, let's see how we are with that, and we'll just keep trimming until we're happy. Think maybe there would be quite sweet because I don't mind this one here. It's quite neat and lined up, so we can pop that there.
That looks really good.
Yeah, so if I just literally just grab my pencil and pop a little rough marking on there, that should be good to go. We'll trim off that tiny little bit more and we'll pop that on there. Okie dokie. And yeah, we'll just pop that on there. Let's get some foam pads on there. So we'll go with some strips for this job. So I've got some just here that we can use. So I'll just pop all of those layers on. And then I think I want just a little skinny one to go up there. So we'll just switch and go for these ones. Snip off a little square of that and then pop that just up of there. Okay, just give everything a nice good press back down. Okay, so and then I think the final thing that we need to do is we need to pop our sentiment on. And so it does look so cute, doesn't it? And that is just so nice there. Again, you could back that onto something stronger or a bit of cardstock or parchment if you wanted that extra bit of strength in there when the card opens. I think we're just going to finish with some stars and our sentiment. So we'll grab those now. I think I'll go with that really nice sort of sunny yellow because I don't want them to look too sort of night skyy. So again, let's go with that really nice bright one here. And again, we'll just use this little scrap that we've got left over.
What sentiment are you going to go with?
I don't know. I've brought in the new sort of the sentiments one. Maybe sending smiles might be nice. Unsure at the moment.
So many things that you'll be able to use these with.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking like maybe your just my type pads. You'll be able to use those ones. What other ones have we got?
We've got a Perfect Verses.
Perfect Verses would look really cool. If you've got your stickables as well, those border strips with the fonts on would look really, really cute as well.
I think so, definitely, 100%. Right, so let's grab these. Again, you could use stickables if you wanted that extra little ease on these teensy tiny stars. But we're just going to sort of scatter those round. Just really, really cute. And again, I'm just going to bridge one or two here where it's not quite joined. We can just cover that little sort of flaw if you want to, you know, call it that, really, really nice and easily. So we're just going to stick them around, just scatter them around. And like I say, then it'll be time to choose a sentiment. So we'll just get these last two dinky stars on. Again, I'm not going to put my moon on because I don't want it to be too like sort of nighttime feeling. So we'll pop that one there and then...
Really cute. We're going with some gems as well.
Gems, yeah.
Alternate with your stars.
Oh, that'd be cute. Yeah, we could pop some of these on. Just sort of bring in those
Oh, that looks so
teensy
good.
tiny ones. We'll just sort of scatter them around on the background. Don't want to go in with any of the really big ones. But again, you could be using rainbow colours if you've got lots of gemstones in your stash. Maybe you've got maybe you've got a favourite and then you've got that sheet, you know, with like piddly little ones at the end. Get some of those used up. Okay, let's go in with one more sort of round this side. And when I say one, I obviously mean two for good measure. Perfect. Right, sentiment. Let's go with this sending smiles then, shall we? And again, I just think I'm going to cut that out in... might be a bit big though, actually. Might just about squeeze in there. Have I got anything a bit
You can always trim into the sentiment.
Yeah, and snip it. Yeah,
let's snip out your sending and then have the smiles separate.
Yeah, I think we might do that. Okay, cool. Again, let's use this bit of cardstock that we've got left over. And again, I'm just going to grab a bit of low tack tape just to secure that in place. And again, I wonder whether we can we whiz these through the mini? I think we can.
I definitely think they fit through.
Yeah, I think they fit through as well. Right, let's grab that and see if that fits. Yeah, it definitely does. Right, cool. Let's get that whiz through here as well.
Because of the size of your clouds and the largest two rainbow sets, they won't fit through your mini machine, but the smaller rainbows, your stars, will absolutely fit through. If you're just doing no, because they curve around a bit too much. Yeah, your clouds, you'll definitely need that, like a medium die machine, so like a MIDI, or your bigger machines for if you're doing fancy things like cutting out of your incredible like card blanks like Becca's just done. You will need your bigger machine for that.
Yeah,
one.
Of course, because you just need that space, don't you, and that big plate. So I'm just going to grab these little weeds out of here. Probably could have done with a second pass in there, but we've got it. And then these little bits here. Okay, perfect. I actually think that'll fit quite nice at the bottom of there.
You're going to put it on with foam pads?
Some foam pads, yeah. Just going to go in with those sort of skinny ones again. And again, if I just chop them up sort of randomly. There we go. But honestly, they're so much fun, these dies. You will if you're treating yourself, you will absolutely love them.
I think they're kind of like an essential die as well, really, aren't they?
I think so,
like,
absolutely.
You can make cards with them singularly by themselves and they look absolutely fantastic, but you can also use them with other bits and pieces that you'll have in your stash. You'll be able to use them with dies, with topper collections. Of course, you can cut into them, so you can make stencils with these, which is super, super fun.
Yeah, they're so versatile, aren't they?
An essential sort of stash builder.
I think so. Yeah, that's it. And especially, you know, for all those core products, like you say, your Mattastics, your colour blocks, just bringing those into play. You know, you don't need anything extra sort of fancy for these dies. They will just slot into your stash. So again, let's pop these on. We've just got our last little dinky one on here, because it's quite thin at the top, so just put one to bridge it at the top. Okay, so let's make sure that's hidden, and then we'll just place it down so that we can still, like you say, putting those on foam pads was definitely
it looks so good on foam pads as well. That
really
white on white stands out so well.
It does, doesn't it? Absolutely. Yeah, just nice and clean and simple, really letting that rainbow kind of shine. And then when we just pop it just up here, obviously it will stand up if we just give it a little move, and then that's our card. And then
so cool.
That is the actual card blank. I love that.
It's so cool.
Thanks.
It makes the best shaped card blanks, that die. We love it. Some items that you might want to think about adding to your order that are going to work perfectly with these dies. Starting off with our prism ink pads, of course.
Yes.
We've got them in our sets for you. They are an incredible price of £14.99. So maybe you'll want to do pastel rainbows, then you can get our pastel sets. We've got set 2, which has got all our brights. Set 3, you're going to be able to get all of our mid-tones. Set 4, you have the wonderful vintage tones, and then on the last one you're going to receive all of your essentials. So there's definitely something for everyone there. And if you're just starting out and you're wanting to try out our Prism ink pads, then this is a fantastic way to do that, because you can pick the colours that you know you're going to use quite a lot, which I absolutely love. Okay, next up we have our Mylar sheets. These sold out again yesterday on Hobby Maker. It was incredible. People were buying these in sets of 3, sets of 4. These are our Mylar sheets. They are 250 GSM. But you can die cut from these to make your own masks and stencils, which is why we think they're perfect to go alongside these dies. £7.99 for 10 sheets. If you're wanting to use these with your other machines as well, so they're obviously going to work through your Gemini, they're going to work through your Gempori machine, your cut and boss machine, and they'll work through your like hand cranky machines if you're just using like basic nesting die shapes. So your mini, your Sizzix machine, your Cuttlebug, if you've got one of those, you'll be able to use them on here. Also, to let you know, we did have a lovely lady yesterday on the show say that she's used these on her scan and cut to cut templates from. So if you do have an electronic die cut machine and you're wondering if they're going to work with those, then they absolutely do. They are just oversized A5, but they are so perfect for creating all of your stencils with, and work great with these dies. So definitely think about getting those. If you're wanting to use these dies for masking and maybe creating backgrounds as well, another really cool essential to have is our Stampin' Essentials masking sheets. So what you would do, you would die cut from these, and then you can cut them down. You can peel these off. Make sure you keep the backing though, because you can stick it back onto the backing. So you would peel it off and stick it onto your ink meat, then you could ink around it, which would leave you with that beautiful edge design from those dies. It's a fantastic thing to again add with these, whether you're wanting to make masks that you can use time and time again, or whether you're wanting your masking sheets, which after a few times they're going to sort of lose their life a little bit. But either way, there's something for everyone there, and they're both great prices as well. £4.99 for that one, and you get 3 A4 masking sheets. Then we have our Just My Type sentiment pads. We've got both of them for you. These are our favourites, Bex.
Oh, they are.
These are our favourites. You know what else I really love? My Just My Type stickables.
Me too. Yes, I'm so glad we've done those
because
this time.
They're so bright and colourful. So our Just My Type pads, they are £7.99. They contain 48 pages, and you've got 12 designs in here. Is that right? 12 designs? I thought it had more. 4 each of 12 different designs. Yeah.
How amazing!
Mad. I thought there was. I thought it was broken down a little bit differently. However, you've got everything you need in here. On your first set of pages, you will have the fantastic sentiments. So you've got with deepest sympathy, happy birthday, new job, get well soon, baby shower, you did it. So you've got all of your general sentiments on this one, and you're going to receive them on white paper with sort of black text. You're going to receive them on your really nice sort of antique paper in that black font, and then we've also going to give you the same with your black backgrounds with the white font on as well. So you get all of those, and then if we move along ever so slightly, then you're going to get your relatives. So you've got a wonderful mum, grandma, to my brother, uncle, for my beautiful wife, my special friend, cousin, a wonderful father, son and daughter-in-law, neighbour, step-daughter. We've got goddaughter in here, brother-in-law, mum and dad, 2 hour. So you've got that one to choose from. Both of you, maybe you're sending that to like a same-sex marriage. That one's perfect for that. Special couple as well, gorgeous girlfriend, everyone's included. And again, you're going to get those in your whites, you're going to get that in that vintage shade, and then you're also going to get it in your black. And then we have just your crazy selection of words. This one's great for scrapbooking.
Yes.
So you're going to get joy, peace, happy, adventure. You've got harmony, loving, beautiful, thankful. So you can mix and match all of these with your sentiments from the other selections to sort of make up a really large sort of text for your cards. And then you've also got these ones which have be happy, dream big, bloom with grace, be kind, do something great, life is sweet, be yourself, anything is possible. They're on 150 GSM paper, and all you need to do is trim these out with your trimmer and your scissors, but an absolute fantastic products. We've also got it in Christmas. So your Christmas is obviously Christmas sentiment based. So you've got things like For a Little Pudding, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Believe in the Magic, Santa Baby, Happy Christmas, Have an Ice Day, Christmas Blessings. We've got Winter Magic, Your Favourite Child. So you're going to get those in the same format. So you're going to get it in that vintage style and then the black. Then you've got all of your words. So you've got Christmas, Jolly, Merry, Christmas Tree, Friends, Cuddles, Sent With, Frosty, Wishes, Holidays, Have a, Reindeer, Pudding, Thankful.
So cute.
Loads and loads of festive words. Then the next set, we are going to have your festive relatives. So we've got father-in-law for a jolly granddad, lovely mother, wonderful father, special brother, sparkling sister, magical niece, angel of an auntie, a very merry mummy, dad tidings, nana, top nephew. So we've got all of your relatives in there with a little bit of a festive twist. And then the final section, we are giving you some more fantastic generic Christmas greetings. So Under the Mistletoe, Dear Santa, Winter Wonderland, Nice List, Let It Snow, Glad Tidings, they're all covered in that one. Just £7.99, but honestly, absolute essentials. We use them all the time, these little books.
Yep.
Then we have our Moonstone Minis for you, because these are going to work really nicely as well. Moonstone Minis are £2.99, or at the moment you can pick 4 and get them for just £10. So we have happy birthday for you. We've got your Mr. and Mrs. Of course, you can cut out these and you can make your Mr. and Mr. You can make your Mrs. and Mrs. because these are all single dies. Once they're cut out, it's just a matte and layer that you wouldn't be able to use on that one. You'd have to sort of cut one out yourself. You've got your thinking of you. We've got congratulations, you are amazing, thank you, from the heart. We've got some relatives as well. So you've got your grandma, granddad, partner, and then some other ones that we've got best wishes, happy new year, and we've also got happy anniversary available in that different font as well. So have a look on the website, because there's loads of our Moonstone Minis available and they're all 4 for £10. We've got some more cards to show you as well using the fantastic die sets, and then we're going to go back to Becca for another demonstration, but this one's really cool. Love the papers that have been used and how simple that image has been cut out. This one has been used with some of our mylar or masking sheets to be able to create that gorgeous sort of background there. Love that one. You have the beautiful one here by Karen.
Wow.
Again, she's used her inks to really show this one off. This one that Rachel created uses the same kind of technique that Becca's just done, but she's inked on the edges of the clouds there just to give it a different look. I love this one that Donna has made as well. Really, really sweet. And I love the colours that she's coloured in using, I think she's used her Prism craft markers.
Oh, nice.
There you go. This one's beautiful as well, bringing in all your ink pads. Jane created this. I love how there's mirror behind those houses just to light it up. Using just your colour blocks to be able to make really, really sweet, simple cards there with those designs. We've got some seaside ones. This one has been done by Alison, so thank you, Alison, for this one. And then we've got some that Kat created, which are super, super funky, because she's just used these to create her background. So she's cut all of her shapes and then placed them together to create her background. So that's one, and then this is another one which I absolutely love as well. Gives that card such a fun look. And then we've got this beautiful one as well, using your rainbow, and it says you'll be missed. That parchment is such a beautiful addition to the clouds on that card there. Okay, we're going to go over specs, and then after that we're going to remind you of our Win It Weekly.
We are, absolutely. So we are going to do another little demo with this, and I'm going to show a few techniques. We're going to go with the mountain and waves one. Okay, so I'll show you what I did, and then we can kind of skip ahead of time, because this is a really easy technique. So what I want to do is I want to do an aperture, and then this is what we sort of end up with here. If I show that. And this is such an easy technique. I think this is called sort of negative aperture or negative layering. It's got a few different names, but what all you need to do is get 2 pieces of your cardstock. I've used A5 here, and then what I've done is I've used our fancy stitched edge bracket labels, because obviously the stitching detail is the same.
Yes, it's going to match perfectly.
So well, doesn't it? And all you need to do is obviously, this is the second biggest and then this is the third. So all you need to do is put those slap bang in the middle like that, or wherever you need your aperture on your card, and you cut them out so that you are left with this, and you put your largest layer on top to give like a double or a negative aperture in there. So we've got that as our beautiful aperture, and just doing that extra 1 layer is so effective.
It's kind of like a foam matte layer, really, isn't it?
It is.
It looks really, really effective though.
Yeah, it absolutely is. So let's cut some of our mountains and waves out as well, and we're going to do a little bit of inking in the background on here. So I've just got some ready to sort of go here. So again, I'm just going to
I love the fact that you can like cut these out quite you can just lay them onto like an A4 piece and like trim a number of these out.
Yeah, obviously I could have them a little bit shorter if I want to. Yeah, the possibilities are absolutely endless. So we want this really cool like jagged mountain as well, because that is awesome. I'm going to put that right to the edge as well, so that I only have to trim sort of one side down. And then again, let's go in. Have we got any more scrap cardstock here? I think we'll just probably use these ones. And then we'll use my wavy one, because again, they look sort of hilly. And again, I'm just going with Ink Me again, just like the first demo, but once we ink it up, it'll give it a totally different look. So we've got that one, and then yeah, again, let's go in with our really nice big sort of wave, our little curve hill on there. So again, we'll pop that a little bit shorter, because we don't need them to be massive. In fact, let's do this one a bit shorter as well. Okay. And then just going to just trim that down a little bit more, and then we've got our sort of 4 or 5 strips. I think I just need a bit more tape on this one, so we'll get some more. I've got a really big roll of this tape today, so I'll just smidge that on there. Okay, and then I'll just grab the plates.
There's so much love for all the samples that the team have made. There's some great makes on there, isn't there? And I think with a great variety of different styles of cards as well, which is really nice.
I think so, and I think that just goes to show that whatever your card making style is at home, you are going to be able to slot these in and work with them. Whether you like inking, whether you like those sweet and simple, clean white cards, you know, you're going to find something that just works so, so well. So let's pop those plates on top. Again, I don't think we're going to need the metal one. So let's get that through the machine now. Okay, and then let's see how well those have cut out. Okay, so those have cut perfectly, absolutely fine. So we'll just move the die cutting machine out of the way for just a second. And I'll trim there as well. And here we go. So just going to pop that on there, and this one as well. And again, I'm just going to gently get my tape off of here. And then my last one, which is this really nice sort of rustic mountain here.
But the way that Bex has cut it out here shows you really nicely how you can use both edges of these dies as well, because you've got that gorgeous detailing.
Yeah.
You can use either side.
Yeah, so you can absolutely see. So I could just flip that round, and then that's another mountain right there, because you've still, like you say, you've still got that edge as well. And again, you could actually extend them and just
100%.
lay them, you know, like that if you want.
Maybe you're making like a big like A3 frame,
yeah,
and you're doing like a scene for the house.
Yeah, definitely.
You'd be able to do that.
Yeah, 100%. So again, we'll just help them on the way and just snip them off, just like so. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so We're going to bring in our ink colours as well. Again, let's just get these trimmed down. And we'll do the rest whilst we've got the trimmer out, and then we can just move that out the way. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep some of these that we've doubled up as well, because they're really handy. You can obviously just put them into a storage box or a file. Yep. And then you've got them for all of your other projects. You could do them as batch makes as well. And then our last one here goes right to the top. And
so much dimension on this one.
Yeah, that's it. And again, you could just layer and layer until you're absolutely happy with it. So again, we'll pop those to one side, and we are going to do a little bit of inking now. So I've got my card blank there. I'm just going to grab some more kind of cardstock there. I'm just going to fold that in half so that I've got the perfect sort of A5 layer. Okay, and then just going to grab all of these. So I'm going to start putting my scene together. I'm going to show you what inks I've used as well. I've kind of put together a really nice sort of sunset kind of colour scheme together. So we've got violet, we've got orchid, we've got warm honey. So I'm just going to start inking just some of these strips that we've got down here. And I'm just going to sort of place them just as they sort of go, really. So if I get my aperture back in now, I can obviously see how much I want. So I might want something a little bit shorter. So again, I've got some shorter ones that I've done like ahead of time here, where I've just cut them into like really skinny pieces. Okay, so let's get our inks out and let's start inking on here. So we'll go in with our sort of deeper shade here, which is the violet. So I'm just going to get my blending handle out here, and I'm just going to simply ink them and just give that little bit of a kind of ombre look to this. So let's go with this short one first of all. Just get all my mountains and waves out, and I'm just going to simply just give them a really nice good sponge. And
this is going to completely transform the way that this image is going to look.
I think so, yeah. Again, it's just such a nice kind of colour scheme to use as well. So we've got the purple, and then again we'll just go a little bit deeper at the top here. And again, I'm not going all the way down because I am going to be layering these up, so you actually can just save your time and just not do that. So we've got our violet, and then let's go next with our orchid. So I'll decide what strips next. Let's go in with this one next and use our orchid. This is a much kind of pinker shade here. Oh, where my sponge is for that one. Okay, it's fine. Going next with my, oh, if I've lost two sponges I'll cry. Oh, I can see it. So going next with our vintage rose. Again, we're sort of giving that ombre look, so we'll go in with this one just here, and this is obviously much like we're getting into those more pink colours now, and then that'll really ease us nice into those sort of yellow tones. So we'll just do that orchid. Here we go.
Building up all of those different colours.
Yeah, I think so. It's just such a nice kind of, like I say, it's just going to be such a nice kind of ombre look as well. And then yeah, I'm just going to check that we've done enough inking as well. Yeah, you can really see these sort of pulling together that scheme now. And then I'm just going to do this one here. Perfect. And then we'll go in next with our sort of blush colour. And again, let's go in with this really nice wavy hill for this one. We're starting to get that sort of look to our card, that really nice abstract look. So again, we'll go in with a nice good juicy press of our blush. Oh, I've maybe got one that's not, it's just took a little bit of my tape off. Okay. So again, this is much paler, and it'll lead us really nicely into our more sort of warm honey and our...
Such a nice colour selection that you've chosen, because you wouldn't really think about doing like a landscape scene and choosing like pinks to string those together, but it works so well.
I think so. Like I say, they are sort of that deep kind of sunset tone. I'm just going to go a bit deeper with my blush because that is quite pale. And obviously you can spend loads of time and do 2 or 3 coats of this colour. But I think it will look really, really good. Yeah, like, and especially once we go into the oranges, it will become a bit more sunsetty. Yeah. But yeah, it does look very pink and girly right now. But again, you can just build up that colour. So again, I'll just do that on this one as well. And again, I'm just going to keep my layers going. And then we want these ones for our last 2. So again, let's swap our sponge. I'll put the lid back on this one. And then we'll have our warm honey.
And obviously, the more you add to the back, you don't need as much sort of
in the background.
In the background.
Yeah, I was sort of hoping that we could get away with like quite minimal in the background. So again, we're going in with that warm honey, and that gives that really nice sort of sunset yellow colour. Just swapping my tools each time. I've gone with my big blender, and we've just got a bit of purple on there, so we can just hide that just behind there. If we just place it really nice, we'll pop that on there. And then again, this is really building up. And then our last colour is our roasted pumpkin. So we're going to do that with, again, we're going to go in with our big hill side piece here. So I'm just going to, in fact, we've got another one here that I don't need to peel the tape off. So we'll go in with this one. Just trim it down ever so slightly. And then we'll get that last colour down. So yeah, roasted pumpkin is our last one. Such a nice colour palette. And then this one is a really strong one. So we're just going to go gently in for the first sort of press and then kind of build that up. Again, you could, if you want that kind of easing into your ombre, you can just dab the tips of your previous layer.
With that other colour.
With that other colour, yeah, absolutely. So again, we're just going in with that nice orange on here.
Such a great colour combination for this time of year as well.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Like, definitely. And I knew that a lot of vintage sort of greens and browns had been used, so I just wanted to get something a little bit different in for this demo. Okay, so let me just wipe my hands and then we can sort of start building this background up. We can see how much room it takes up and how much we need to ink on the back. So I think for this, we're just going to go in, like I say, with our sort of scene here. Yeah, and then once we sort of lay those down, we can see what we need to do. So we're going to put this layer on first. We're going to do our like sort of negative aperture, and you can just actually just simply glue that on. If you want that height as well, you can add it with foam pads, but you don't want to go too close into here because you're going to get this nice border. So if you are gluing or taping your mats and layers down or putting foam pads on, go right to the very edge. Because obviously you don't want any of that adhesive. You know, you see how much space we've got around here. You don't want any of that adhesive on there. So just go nice and tight to the edges with your glue or your tape. And then just pop that just onto there. And obviously you get that wiggle time so you can get those brackets in a really nice sort of place. And then we're going to just sort of turn it over and layer these just on top. And again, we can use some sort of foam pads for this, or we can use glue, it doesn't really matter. Or you can actually probably just tape them down. Sorry, I've just chucked my ruler down. There we go. And then we'll just pop this just sort of as we placed it, and you can just pop tape on the sides, a bit like you do with ribbon on the backs of your cards.
Carol says, this technique is so mesmerising. It's true. Donna says, I love watching this, it's so therapeutic. Oh,
thank you. It feels therapeutic to put all the colours together and know that they all just really, really work. Okay, so we just need to move that purple one just down a little bit because we've got that white showing. If not, we can just pop a little bit more of our violet on there. There we go. So just secured that in place, and then let's check. Yeah, that's fine. Just sort of move it until you get everything in place. You can use low tack tape as well, and then secure it down right at the end when you've finished. So again, we just might have to leave our pink layer a little bit lower as well. So have that more like there. So again, just secure that down. And then just turn and turn and turn until you're happy.
It's starting to look good.
It is starting to look good, absolutely. And again, it should leave us with a bit of room for our sentiment and anything else we want to pop on here. And again, we're just going in with our next layer. This is nearly all inked, so we've got plenty of room there to sort of play with that one. And again,
giving that look of dimension, but you're not using loads of foam pads, so it's still quite flat.
Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? 100%. And then again, we're going in with, we might even make this one really nice. In fact, I think we might just go there, because obviously we do want a bit of sky. So let's go with those last two, so that we've still got that really nice aperture effect. But we don't want to go, like I say, all the way to the top with these. So pop those ones down. And then it is just a matter of popping onto our card blanks. So just again, it just keeps it really nice and sweet and simple. And yeah, just absolutely love it. So I think I'm just going to softly go in with a little bit of inking on here again. So I'm just going to sort of mark out the areas that I definitely need covering, which is just in between these 3 points here. And I think again, I'm going to go back in with, which colour should we use? I've used my palest one, so we might stick with that. Or I'm tempted to go back in with my purple.
I think your purple, you know.
Yeah, so do I.
Really lightly.
Just a nice, gentle.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not going to put anything on. Let's see how that looks. Just that nice little wash there.
That's going to be really nice.
Yeah, that's perfect. So absolutely perfect. So let's put that on with some foam pads. So I'm actually at this point as well going to just turn it over and put those on. So I'm going to go in with my strip foam pads again, just to just get that really nice sort of coverage. And again, I'm just going to go around the sides and then maybe just put 1 or 2 in the center, because we've already got that height just from using multiple die cuts. Don't forget as well, like if you don't put foam pads on, if you're using lots and lots of die cuts and layering them up, you're still going to get that natural kind of dimension into your cards. So we can just secure those down with our foam pad strips and then pop that just on top of there. I love that. Love, love, love inking those mountains. They're so much fun. Okay. So I'm just
Andrea says that is so pretty. Carol says it looks absolutely lovely. It does, doesn't it? Such a beautiful selection of colours to bring together.
I think I just love pulling inks together. They're so, so nice, and just using things that are a little bit different. Let me just grab that little bit of overhang on there. I think I've got a little bit at the bottom here as well.
So much love coming in for this card. I'm not surprised. It does look so beautiful.
Been so fun to make it. I know it's took a bit of time to pull together, but it is one of those that you just pop it on there and it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So again, let's go in with that trusty Just My Type pad that you've just shown on the second part of the show.
So many good sentiments that you could use for landscapes.
Oh, I think so. And I want we could use absolutely any of these. We could do something great. You can change the world. Life is beautiful. Where is that one? We've got today's.
There's Adventure Awaits as well.
Oh, that'd be a really good one.
What's that one as well? Let Your Lights Shine. All of these
are going to work.
The best.
Okay, so let's put
Live Life in the Moment. That's going to be perfect for this type of card. Honestly, no matter what sentiment you add to this, it's beautiful.
I'm going to add this. Today is a new day. And again, you can mix and match them as well. You could have Today is a new day. And then you could have Enjoy Each Moment. So we'll pop those. We'll just snip that just short of that line. Yeah, I love those two on there. I know it's not. I know it's a bit.
I think all your inking does the talking on this card. So much love, so many comments. about how beautiful this card is and the colours that Becca's used.
I'll bring the colour palette in again if you want one last look. These are the colours. So we've got blush, we've got vintage rose, well we've got violet, orchid, vintage rose, blush, then we go into our roast pumpkin, warm honey, and then a very gentle orchid on the top. If you want to recreate this, you could recreate that with absolutely anything as well. Maybe do it as the reverse and have them as stencils. So enjoy each moment, and today is a new day. And there we are, a little bit of prism inking for us. Gorgeous little sunset scene.
So beautiful. Thanks, Becca.
You're welcome.
2 absolutely gorgeous demos. Reminder of your Win It Weekly question, because this week is a good one. You are going to be in with the chance of winning our Art Deco Paradise Luxury Topper Collection. 5 winners. The question we want you to answer is, the world's largest firework display consists of how many fireworks? Is it A, 810,940? Is it B, 250,780? Or is it C, 670,430?
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of thousands in there. It takes a while for my brain to work out the right wording with that one. Right, we have some other dies that we've got in our stash that we think you might want to add to work alongside these gorgeous dies. First is our Build a Caravan die set. This die set is probably one of my favourites, you know.
So cute.
There's 23 dies on here. It includes your caravan itself, and then you've got so many decorations, but you've got like the beer die, you've got the guitar die, you've got the walking boots, the washing line, which would be perfect for new baby cards. There's the surfboard as well included in here, a kettle. It's an absolute dream of a die set for how much is included, and so much variety as well. A little picnic basket.
Oh.
£14.99 if you want to get this. It is an absolute die. It's so unique, and there's so many ways in which you can use all the dies on there completely separate from using them together with that caravan. I absolutely love that one. Then we do have some of the Happy Town dies. So we've got some of the dies that we had that when we first launched this. So we have our weather forecast on this one. So you get your sun, your moon, your lightning bolt, your cloud, you've got your raindrops, you've got your cut in die, which gives you that rain. This one here gives you that rain detailing in the background. You've got the wind, you've got the umbrella, you've got the stars, you've got the snow, and then you can see how they're all going to cut out there and the detailing that you're going to get on that one. So £14.99 if you'd like the weather forecast. And then we also have Build a Town, and this again is a great one. Would be really good to buy to make gingerbread house boxes, because you could use this as the front of your house. So you've got the shop, of course, then you've got the little piece that comes out the front. You've got 2 little signs. We've got the post box, we've got bus stop, we've got some fruit and veg, we've got a little barbershop sign, the post box, so you could turn this into loads of different shops. It could be a post office, it could be like a flower shop, it could be a fruit and veg shop, a bakery, a barber shop. There's loads of different things, and a house, of course, you can use that die with. So £19.99 for that one. And then, of course, we had to bring in our new duo nesting dies. So we've got our squares for you. This one contains 9 die sets. We have our circles. Again, that one is another 9 die sets on that one. We've got 7 die sets on the one that Becca used. This is your Baroque label. Then we've also got our huge rectangles.
Oh my goodness.
Look how big these are. That is a lot of dies. And these are all £11.99. Yep. What a deal. And then we've also got your ovals as well. You can use these alongside your regular nesting dies as well. So these will work with the sizes of your regular not stitch nesting dies, but these dies are absolutely huge. Every single one of them is definitely worth the money for the sizes of these. Make perfect cards, perfect apertures. If you haven't seen these before, now is your chance to get them, because they are on a deal. And then we're going to have a look through our Stickables bundles, because we also have those available. So we've got so many different Stickables bundles to bring to you now. Maybe your colour scheme is pastels, Then you could grab our pastels bundle. You're going to get your DL, you're going to get your A5 in all of your colours, and then you're also going to get your foiled selection, just £19.99 for that one. We also have the same bundle in our Christmas colours. So these ones are really, really bright, perfect for your Christmas time of year. Of course, remember you don't need any adhesive with these because they are stickable, so they will stick exactly where you put them. We then have our self-adhesive monochrome selection. So in this one you get your ivory, your white and your black. These ones are really, really, really pretty. Super essential, I think, because you can stamp on them and then you can stick them straight onto your cards. We've also got your, with that bundle, you're also going to get your foiled card as well. And then of course we have our brights, which I think is the perfect selection to be getting alongside these dies that we've got on today. So again, you're going to get DL, you're going to get your A5 colours, and then you're also going to get your foil colour pack. So whichever colours you like to craft with, we've got something for everyone with our stickables. But if you're not into the stickables, then of course we've got our matte colour block pads. There is so many of these pads now, but Becca used this one in her first demonstration, the gorgeous matte colour block in your brights. Then we have our frosted Christmas, which is perfect for all of those landscape scenes. We've got your classic Christmas, and then also we've got vintage. So again, there's something for everyone. With these being fantastic as well, we can also ink straight onto them. So if you're wanting a nice sort of different look to your cards, then this is perfect for you. Okay, let's have a look at today's massive launch. It is the beautiful Moonstone Scene Builders, where you're going to get 2 of these fantastic dies. We've got your rainbows and clouds, and we've also got your mountains and waves. So many different ways to use this. 26 dies in total that you're going to be receiving in this selection for just £34.98, and they are absolutely beautiful cut out. You can see here how the different clouds cut out, the 2 different edges are going to give you completely different looks on your cards. You've got your stars, you've got your rainbow as well, and then you have your mountains and waves with all of those different fantastic shapes. So you could just be using on your cards separate from using them as a landscape, so you could have fancy edges on all of your cards as well. So £34.98 if you want to get all of those. We are going to show you some more cards, and then Becca's got a few techniques, I believe,
just to round up the sheet,
just to round up the show. I love this one. This one was made by Hannah, and if you look really closely, she's coloured in all of those houses, but popping it behind some snowfall acetate, giving it a Christmas look.
I love that.
Really, really nice. I love this that Kat did.
Oh, that's cool.
She did both edges, so it gives it a really fun look across your card instead of being sort of like straight. And then she's just used every other one to give that spacing a little bit of a stretch. This one's really fun as well, by Alison, with all of those beautiful scenes on. Everyone was loving this card. With the background in that Beck's created. Beautiful, beautiful background with those clouds. Maybe it's a seaside card that you're wanting to make, then this one's really, really cute.
I love that there's so many different seaside cards.
I know, it's mad, isn't it? So many different rainbows as well.
Yeah.
The things that people have used with them. Victoria here has used some shimmer cards. She's also used some of our pretty patterned parchment, that's what it's called, with those gorgeous stripes on it. Looks really, really cool on the background in there. This one's really cute that Jane created with her pinks, and then Rachel did this beautiful one with the different sort of like patchwork designs from her paper pads. We've got this one using the stickables from Kirsty with all of those different colours in, which we love, and then finally another one here. I love just this hint of shimmer in the rainbow as well, using your Matastic cardstock, giving that a completely different look. So definitely get your hands on this bundle because you are not going to be disappointed. Right, Bex, back to you.
Okay, back to me. This is fine. We're going to do some edges on card blanks, and I think we're going to do some mylar sheets just to finish off the show really nicely. So as you can see, I've got a 5x7 and it just end to end just fits perfectly. So if you just want that really nice classy edge to your card, you're going to get that so easily. So we're just going to pop that through just like so, and I'll show you you know, it just is so effective.
It is really effective. I like that you're gonna do some little techniques in this last part, because I think even though you make cards and they look absolutely fantastic with these dies, there's just so much more you can do with them.
So much more, absolutely, there really is. So let's just pop that just on that side that we're going to lose. And again, we don't need to go in with all the plates, so we'll just get our top and bottom and our like little sandwich ones, and then we'll just lay this card just on there. Again, you can pop some cardstock on if you want to just protect that a little bit further. But we're just going to pop that through the machine, and again, it's just going to be so nice to just come together.
This one's going to look perfectly. Your waves upside down is going to give you that gorgeous sort of scalloped effect, like big scallops. Your sort of fancy waves as well are going to be really interesting.
Absolutely. So what we can do is, I've left quite a lot of room actually, so we can try 1 or 2 more edges with this and just see what we like. So that is just it with that simple wavy edge
like that.
And again, I mean, you could imagine that with a sort of colour behind it.
A little flower, one of your Moonstone portrait flowers.
Absolutely, just draping down this edge. Obviously, you could run your gemstone rolls down here,
nice.
A little bit of sparkle, anything like that. And you could just, obviously, you could have that as...
put some acetate behind it and have it.
Put some like acetate, again... oh, we've just got a bit of snowy here, but again, if you use some sort of Christmas colours, you could have that as a sort of half front or semi half front panel card. Again, you could have that as the top of like, maybe the top of like an easel here. Obviously, imagine that being your easel. That'd be so cool. Let's cut a couple of different edges and then you can see which one did you want. The waves.
The waves is really good, but doing it the other way, so it's like a scallop.
This one?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
Perfect, yeah, let's do that. I think that's going to be so fun. So again, let's get some more low tack tape. Let's run this one through. And again, let's show you how you can get those, like you say, those rounded scallops rather than those like sharp wave look. Is going to look so fun on this one. So again, we'll just put some tape on there and we will run it through. So we'll just pop that on the bottom of there and run that through. And like you say, you can be doing that with all of your cards. It's going to look phenomenal.
I mean, even the like mountains, you could replicate like torn edges.
Yeah.
So if you're doing like a masculine card.
Absolutely.
That would look quite fancy. So there is really so many different uses for these incredible new dies that we've got. Love that.
Does that look?
I will definitely be using that one.
And again, you could have that as that sort of tent fold, put some acetate behind here, and again, that's going to look so cute.
So nice.
They're
such big scallops, aren't they?
They really are. They're super sized. And again, you could do that kind of canopy look to your card, that shop window canopy. So much you could do with that card. And again, obviously, you can layer that up and do a bit more.
I love these. You could do both sides as well, so the back bit was different.
Again, let's maybe go for something. Let's maybe go for this little wiggly one here. That's going to go so well with those scallops. And like you say, then you've got your sort of double edge card there. It's so nice. So again, let's run this through. Just so easy to make really interesting card shapes. And obviously you can experiment if you're using a bigger card, like I say, just lay it down on the plates there and just extend it, almost like tiling for your other dies.
Jackie says you could also use the cut off piece as well.
Yeah,
Lynn
of course.
says these dies are going to be so useful. I definitely need them.
Yes, get them.
100%.
So let's see what it looks like with those 2 edges now. I think this is going to be such fun. And you know, this is just an ink me card. We've not even put anything on it yet.
No, we're just cutting from it. Oh, I like that.
They go so well together.
It's going to allow you to make the most fun, edgeable cards as well.
Oh, definitely. And then let's have a little try with some of our Mylar sheets now. Another really fun technique that we can be doing. So we're just going to grab one of those. And again, let's pop maybe our clouds on this one. So we're just going to stick that just simply onto there. I think we're going to need all the plates for this one. It's a nice, thick, sturdy material.
It should go through because it's just a simple line. It should go through without the metal plate.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, let's give it a whirl. Okay.
All of your sort of straight edged or your nesting dies should all work through without your metal plate. You should only really need your metal plate for very intricate detailing. Has it cut it?
Yeah, it's cut it absolutely fine. I can actually, it's actually coming off there, so it's cut absolutely wonderfully. And we'll just obviously remove that from there. It's obviously got that little bit of room, so we can either trim that or whatever. So let's just remove the die now. And then, like I say, you can either extend that a little bit further on, and get the rest. So you got the full mask, absolutely. So we can do that. We can absolutely do that. So I'm just going to bridge that line there. I don't actually know if it's going to reach. There's just about enough room. There we go. Okay. So we'll just pop that in there.
I love how big you can make those dies though, like 7 by 7 in length, but you can make the largest cards. You could be making home decor projects as well.
Yeah, of course.
You could be making frames. I mean, those landscapes with those inks Becca did in box frames would be so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you live in sort of like a rural area that has like a cute little craft shop where, you know, you can sell things that you make. Then you can make loads of box frames with all of these different sort of scenes in, and they would sell so well in shops like that.
100%. Again, so we've just got some, let's just get some of this cardstock again. And again, I'll just show you the difference between sort of stenciling, and I'll bring the card in that we did for the demo. So I've got some that I was just practicing for my techniques, so you can see the sort of different shapes that you're going to be able to make. So if we put our sort of clouds at the top, and again, let's go in with, I think I've only just brought these ink colours in actually, so we can go with that nice warm honey colour again. But obviously it's going to look awesome in like a nice blue or a grey as well. And then once we get that sort of on there, whatever's here is, you know, it's a mask, so whatever we're inking is going to get left behind. So as you can see, you've got that sort of starter shape there.
You can build that up now, so you can move it and you can build it up.
Yeah, I'm just going to go back in here where I've missed. And then again, yeah, like Natalie said, you can then sort of move it, you can shift it left and right. So again, let's go in with that.
Just inking over bits and pieces that you want to ink over. We don't have to ink over the whole piece.
Absolutely not. And again, you can tape it down. It's moving quite a bit as I'm doing this. So, you know, you can get those really nice sort of edges in there, those corners.
Love this
just really.
I love it.
Just build it up, can't you?
It's such a good technique.
Absolutely. And again, just build up that technique as well, just to have those different shapes in there. And again, we'll just sort of, again, move it down. Just moving it around again, just being really experimental. You know, you can just build that shape up. So again, we'll go on the other side and pop our mountains on.
The mountains look awesome.
Yeah, they do, don't they? And then obviously, you know, you can go in with just, I love that. And then obviously that sunset just going right up.
Exactly, just carrying on with your different colours.
Absolutely. And again, let's just pop another layer on there. Again, we'll go a bit lighter and we'll go in with our warm honey. This is quite soft now because we've used quite a lot of it. So we'll just go along those tips of there. And then, yeah, and then again, you're just going to see how effective that's going to be. Again, let's go in.
Such a great thing to have your Mylar, because it just transforms all of your dies into stencils, and that means that the amount of crafting that you can do with dies doubles, it trebles. It is an absolutely essential thing, and if you haven't got our Mylar yet, I would definitely, for £7.99, just try it out. Try it out and see what you can be creating, because the difference in sort of the cards that have used like Mylar and masking to create backgrounds with these fantastic dies, and then the dies that have used them and die cut out like the fronts, they are completely different. So definitely be adding these. into your stash.
Yeah, definitely. And then that's how to get that like new baby cloud feel with those pinks on there.
So cute, isn't it?
And then you've just got, you literally could just put a sentiment on that and you're done. And that's just me actually just showing some techniques. I wasn't even intending to make a card there.
There's honestly so many ways in which you can use them, but that Mylar is incredible for being able to use these dies in completely different ways. So have a look at the website, have a look on today's show, and really browse through all the products that we've got, because hopefully with the demos and the techniques that Becca showed you, it will give you the confidence to maybe buy them and try them, those techniques as well. But that is all we've got time for today. Pauline is at Hobby Maker this week. She's there tomorrow for some spookily good offers. So join her from 1, 3, 5 and 7 because there's some good stuff that Pauline's got on that show. And then join us if you dare tomorrow, because we've got some spookily good savings, some tricks, some treats and some devilish demonstrations. All on Hallows Eve. Rebecca and Rachel are going to be back for a spooktacular show. It's gonna be spooky.
Yes,
it's gonna be spooky. So we will see you all again tomorrow.